Hello friends, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing good today. Happy Saturday as well. We are cooking in the shop today. As you just heard from Sammy, is the smoke did actually not get better as we anticipated. It actually got worse. So we moved all of the prep stuff inside, but we can still cook outside on the Traeger. There just won't be a camera set up outside there today, because it's not worth it. We're not going to be spending a ton of time outside, but we are still able to use the cooking devices outside, and then the rest of everything will be complete inside. Woohoo! Welcome in, Suki. Let me scroll on up and welcome everyone else in. Hi, Lazy. Thank you for the lurk as well, my dude. Most posts. Yeah, is there enough garlic? We got a whole bunch to use. So I'm thinking that we'll have at least 40 cloves, hopefully more than that. Scooter, hope you're doing great today. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you've made this chicken before. How good is it though, right? So good. And hi, White Dove. Hope you are well. Everything is good here. Yep, other than the smoke, that's really it. Kind of cramping our style, but that's a-okay. Good thing Rando's got lots of space in his shop for us to set up. Sammy's written notes on my notepad already. I like it. Has deep thoughts before the stream. Okay, so menu for today. Let's get it posted up so that we can create a little prep list for ourselves before we get started. And I have to say, this meal today is quite simple to make. There are 3 different components to it. Yeah, hi Mish, hi Dark Onyx, welcome back friendos. So 40 garlic clove roasted chicken. We'll be doing the chicken in the Traeger. I think it'll be awesome if we do the chicken just in the Lloyd pans with the chicken and the garlic, a little bit of olive oil. It'll cook really evenly that way. And then for the buttered dill potatoes, so we'll just boil the potatoes in this pot here. Chop up nice fresh dill, maybe some of the spring onions from the farmer's market will go in there, and just some nice butter to bring the potatoes together. They're a kind of special white new potato is what they're known as. They're called warbas. And so it's white fleshed, super thin skin, and it's got like a little bit of pink blush on it, which I really like. And you can only usually get those like end of June to mid-July, and that's really it for this season. Hope yesterday's Lego was good. It was so good. Nice to do stuff on your birthday again? Wait, what? I'm kind of confused. Whose birthday was it? Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So this is what we did, Scooter. Sammy actually brought it in. I set it up in the house, but this is actually what we did yesterday on stream. The Lego floral bouquet from the botanical collection. It's really, really cool. So colorful and very different. Yeah, was it your birthday, Scoots? Okay, so Scooter's also posting up the recipes there, but first, before we get carried away here, so we got the chicken, the buttered dill potatoes that we'll just boil inside here and watch, and then the grilled lemon pepper zucchini. So this one is from Lazy Lozy, straight from the garden. He brought these beautiful zucchinis over, I think the end of last week. So we'll cut those up. I think we'll just slice them like ½ inch thick. And then it would be nice if we did a little bit of seasoning beforehand. I thought like a lemon pepper sort of flavor would be nice on there. And we'll put those onto the Traeger as well. So not grilling over charcoal, but grilling with the wood pellets. So we should get a good amount of flavor. And then the zucchini will go right onto the Traeger grate instead of just staying in a sheet pan or something like that. Okay, so 3 awesome recipes there. The first one is the 40 cloves and a chicken from Alton Brown. Sammy requests this recipe all the time now. I never have an issue with cooking it either because it's absolutely delicious. second one there is the dill potato recipe, which we really love as well. The dill just adds this like nice freshness to the potatoes. It's a happy combination. And then the last one there is a simple grilled zucchini recipe. Well, happy belated birthday, Scooter. What did you end up doing? You had to work a bit, but you're doing stuff this weekend? Yeah, we need lots of happy birthdays in chat right now for Scooter Beach, our mod, amazing human being. It must be kind of weird, hey, to be able to actually do stuff on your birthday. Okay, let's get into it, friendos. So first things first, what's the longest process? Might even just be prepping the potatoes, cutting them up, getting them in the pot. I know that last time that we boiled potatoes, it took about half an hour from start to finish when we put it on the burner to when it was done cooking to what we wanted. So definitely we want to leave ourselves enough time for that. And then the other thing I'm going to actually quickly do is just take a peek at this chicken recipe. See if there's anything fancy that I gotta remember. Is that a Spavita? Hi, Spavita. Hope you're doing good. Okay, so 40 cloves and a chicken. It says total time 1 hour 40 minutes. Cook time 1.5 hours. But here's the difference. So Alton Brown does one whole chicken and then he breaks it down into 8 pieces. Today for the chicken, we're only going to be using bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. So all nice, flavorful, dark meat. And then the only other ingredients we need, so olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, and your chicken. And if you want to add a few sprigs of fresh thyme. I've never actually added the thyme in there. I don't think it needs it, but if you have it, go right ahead. So Scooter, when you made this chicken before, what did you think? Everyone seems to rave about it. And so the process is preheat the oven. So we'll do the Traeger, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Season your chicken with salt and pepper or any other flavorings that you want. Maybe I'll do some of our poultry rub on it today because I know that has some herbs inside of it. And then you toss it with olive oil. It says to brown the chicken before you bake it, but I've also never taken that step either. So kind of a one-pan wonder. Just put everything into the pan with the garlic. And then as long as you keep it skin side up, as it cooks at 350, all of that skin is going to crisp up and brown anyways. So I don't see the need to do a sear beforehand. That's just making extra mess in dishes that I don't think you need. Hello, Dust Pirate, and thank you so much, dude. Oh, if you weren't a mod, I wish I could give out 2 diamonds in chat, right? Thanks so much, my dude. 2 years together already? What? What? I hope that seriously one day we can come down to Texas or wherever you want to meet up, dude, and just have like the greatest feasts ever together. And hi, Bonk. Yeah, 60 clove chimkin. I guess we'll see how many cloves we end up with. Double diamond anniversary, right? Okay, so Alton Brown says to bake the chicken for 1.5 hours at 350. But honestly, I don't think we should do more than an hour. I fear that after that first hour, it might start to dry out. So why don't we check it after the first hour and then we can see how we feel. We can always go longer, but it sucks if you overcook it because then you can't really go back from there. 60 cloves for sure, Bonk. You think in that little parcel of garlic heads that we picked up? Okay, I'm not going to open up the recipes for the potatoes and the zucchini. We're just going to cook, and it's going to be fun. 1,000 clove chicken. Have to have enough extra cloves to smear on the crostinis. Oh, we do have extra buns in the fridge, Bonk. The garlic push. Okay, so first things first, we'll prep the potatoes. make our little list. So under there, I'll just put cut and boil, and then to finish them off, butter, dill, spring onion, scallion, chives works good too. My fave. And then for the chicken, so obviously we have to season all the pieces, do our garlic, which will take a little bit of time, right? Peeling all the garlic cloves and getting them ready. I totally could have picked up a pre-peeled bag from Costco. I just didn't think that it was necessary to do that. And I also don't like the preservative gases that they put on the veggies. We don't need to eat that either. Okay, and then just our oil. So nice olive oil for the chicken. It's really, really good. And then whatever extra fat and oil is left over, for sure save that in the fridge and use for other cooking purposes. Okay, zucchini, last thing. And yeah, shout out to Lazy for those Zookers. Cannot wait to get into it. And we have to use it up because he said that he's going to be bringing more over pretty soon. Bonk, you having a good Saturday so far? Yeah, we're cozied up inside today because it's actually worse, the smoke today, than it was yesterday. And, well, we still got to eat. So it's not going to stop us. Okay, so Zookers will slice. And maybe we'll do a pre-season on the zucchini, which means if we sprinkle salt over the sliced zucchini, it's actually going to draw out extra moisture and might grill up nicer. So we'll salt it. And then for the lemon and pepper, I'll just write down, we'll do a little bit of lemon zest and juice. A nice coarse ground pepper. That should be good. I think all of those flavors will go together good. Yeah, that's the other thing, I guess, Bonk, hey, is maybe the chicken won't necessarily dry out after an hour, but it will start to break down and maybe go too soft or mushy. Yeah, you definitely want to keep the texture there. Alrighty, let's get into it. Should actually get Sam to post a photo in Discord of how we have this set up today. It's pretty awesome. Might also be the setup that we end up doing for outside once we have everything covered too. Too tender, yeah, it just ends up actually unappetizing. You wouldn't think so, but it happens. Okay. The warm potatoes. You want the photos, Mish? Okay, you gotta ask Sammy. So I don't know if we'll cook all of these potatoes today. I know we still have some leftover potato salad in the fridge, so still gotta work on clearing it out. I think I'll leave 4. Only making enough for 4 of us today as well. Get rid of that. And then I think the other thing I'm just going to quickly grab is our veggie peeler. And then the only thing we're going to look for is just to see if there's any sad pieces on the potato, like any dark brown spots, anything that we wouldn't want to eat once it's been cooked. And new potatoes, I will say, they are quite delicate just because of how thin the skin is they get bruised a bit more easily than not a new potato, so just a regular potato. And I always kind of pick out the little part where it was on the stem growing on the plant. And then I'll show you how we're going to cut it up before we boil. Try and minimize whatever you take off. So there's lots of good nutrients in the skin as well. Holy cow, Raful says, I love Alton Brown. This is going to be PogChamp, as the kids say. Alton Brown was one of the first chefs I kind of grew up watching, I would say. Good Eats. It was a very entertaining show, especially if you were like young. All of his little props and stuff that they made for this show is pretty impressive. I don't think anyone's ever done anything quite on that level since then anyways. Yeah. So my brother's not had this dish yet, Bong. So I thought that it would be a good kind of intro into the deliciousness. Alton was the one you followed when you made it in your Dutch oven. Yeah. And yeah, there's lots of different ways that you could make this. You can do it in a Dutch oven. Today we're just doing it in like a baking pan. It's whatever you feel. It is so simple, Dust Pirate. So simple. But so is this entire dish. The only reason it takes me much longer than it should to cook on stream is just because I'm chatting and explaining the whole way. Otherwise, if I was just to get into the kitchen and cook this on my own, probably have everything done within an hour. Okay, awesome. That was a very small amount of waste from that. I might even come in a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, so easy and so tasty. Oh, Dyson. Are you from the Netherlands? Many Dutch folks don't actually know what a Dutch oven is, and I don't know why it's called that. Probably should just call it a cast iron pot with a lid. Okay, so we're gonna cut these up, and then I have my pot ready beside me here just on the burners. So as we cut, we'll put the potatoes in, and then I'll show you how much water to put on top of there to cook them. Oh, he even went on the new Chopped. I mean, I always loved when Alton did the behind the scenes for Iron Chef as well. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna cut this in half to start, and then we can put on the flat side so it's easier and safer. And we'll go in half again. And then I like to keep my potatoes bite-sized because it's easy to eat that way. Like 1-inch sort of cubes will be good. And then opening up the surface area like this will also allow the potato to soak up more flavor when it comes time to add the butter and the herbs. And then the only other thing we really have to watch when we're boiling these is that we don't overboil them and they start falling apart. Because then maybe we'll have to make mashed dill potatoes, which also probably is good. Hi, Uncle Stinky. How have you been? I feel like it's been forever. Hello from Edmonton. This one I'll cut into 3 because it's quite wide. And that. We're actually not doing any chicken butchery today. It's just bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, which I really like for this. Really good crispy chicken skin. I find the thighs don't dry out nearly as much as chicken breast does. And then with the bone inside of it as well, is you get more flavor that way. It stays more juicy. But if you are missing how to butcher chicken raffules, we do have a really good YouTube video on Chicken Butchery, so feel free to check that one out. As I break it apart, I think like Alton does for this recipe, into 8 pieces, but instead of doing this chicken, we did it for fried chicken. PK Uno, thank you for the 100 biddies. Hope you're doing great today. Chicken thighs are the best. So many of our viewers say that, so this is why we're friends. Yeah, whether it's for frying, baking, roasting, anything really, I think chicken thighs still are the best too. Oh, thank you, OMDAL. So Raful's OMDAL just linked the chicken breakdown video for you in chat if you want to check it out. Hi, Master of Splits. Yeah, my former best buds. I think we're doing great today. Mr. E.K. Ted. You can do a Google to see why it's called that, but essentially it was inspired by that area's casting techniques at the time. Oh, for Dutch oven, you're saying. The old Googler is always pretty helpful, yep. Okay, just a quick wipe of the board with some soapy water, and cutting up the potatoes is complete. Man, one of the harder processes of the day. Already done. Is anyone else cooking up something delicious today? It's okay, Mr. EK Ted. It is A-okay. Have some pork stew meat that you need to use up. It was on sale and then you got ill. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Uncle Stinky. Hopefully you are on the mend now. That's never fun. Not tonight, Bonk, no cooking, but hopefully tomorrow. I like it. I'm excited for our crab cake Benedict stream tomorrow. Okay, so before we fill this with our water, why don't I grab, actually I have the salt and pepper just right in front of me. We'll grab a few pinches of salt to season the potatoes as they boil. Let's do 1, 2, and 3 of those. And then I'm gonna get Sammy to go fill it up with cold water, just enough to cover the potatoes. So if I move the pot, you can see where my hand is, so it's only gonna go about there. It's not gonna be completely filled. And cold water, remember. Thank you. So first thing off the list is done. We'll cut those, and then before we turn it on to boil, I think we'll get that chicken out and get started. Stinky, you got some friends coming in from town, so pizza and maybe some grilling. Yeah. Yes, Bonk. Yeah, easy cooking tonight because you got to get to karaoke. Crab Cakes Benedict just drooled and had a partial aneurysm. Yeah, the only reason that we chose to do that dish tomorrow is because there's a business Costco here, and we found some amazing crab meat in the can that I'm super, super excited to use. And if I turn this over, it's all like claw crab meat. So probably gonna be amazing. Hopefully it turns out looking something like that, eh? because the crab cake, I just said A, very Canadian. Must have been in Alberta for what, the second week? Third week now? Sometimes it sneaks out. Yes, there is. You got me. Got me good. Okay. There's our water filled, and I'm just going to pop that to the side and get the lid on so it's ready to just turn on, and away we go. So, chicken thighs, skin on, bone in. That was good. For 2.5 kilos, it was only $11. There's way more in here than to just feed 4 people. Unreal. Very good price. So what do we feel? Should we do the garlic first and just put it in the bottom of the pan and put the chicken on top? Okay. So I'm going to put this away for now then. We'll start with the garlic, get that all prepped before I get my chicken hands messy. Oh, nice, Dyson. You're from Toronto. Yeah, we just recently moved back to Edmonton from the West Coast. Feeling very Canadian. Okay, so our produce. We got some stuff. So these are fresh garlic bulbs that we picked up from the Hutterites at the farmer's market. Really interesting to peel those. It's not the same as if it was like a dried garlic. So kind of, here's a good comparison. So here's some leftover pieces from the other day, and then that's a proper dried bulb. So you can really see the difference. Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well, Uncle Stinky. If it's not like a crab cake, eggs Benedict, I would probably go for the smoked salmon version. Okay, let's take this apart and we'll get peeling. Yeah, Mr. Ekted is sneaks oot. Oot in a boot. Okay, so I'll use that up. I think the easiest thing to do is probably just cut the top of that. It's really hard. Nah, it's really dried out. Sneaks oot and then comes in with a tier 1 sub to the channel. Welcome to the kitchen crew, friend. It's great to have you. Hopefully we can teach you something along the way. Feel free to keep asking away any questions that you may have about what we're doing. Sammy's wrecking chat right now. It's okay. We still love you. And yeah, this is an educational focus stream, so we all try and learn together here. I don't claim to know everything. And I've actually learned a lot from my viewers in chat that are brave enough to also teach me.
But please ask questions.
But yeah, please ask questions, because even if I don't know the answer, we'll figure it out some way or another. Annie, how are you doing? Oh no. Okay. Switch it. Thanks, Annie, as well.
Thanks, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either. I did all of the other stuff except that.
Way to go, mods. Fuck.
Annie, how is your day going so far? Still under the wrong category. I'm in the garlic, okay? Getting very garlicky. Okay, so now, this is so interesting. What do we feel? Like the outer piece on the clove, do you think it'll just cook down, Sam? Or you think I gotta struggle and peel it off?
No,
I feel like it's a waste.
I think you gotta peel them all off.
Oh, man.
It'll take you some time. You want a stool?
No, it's okay. I'm getting my standing minutes. Hiding out in the AC bedroom. Even though, so this is the worst thing about here right now. is it's finally cooled off, but we can't have any of the windows open because it just smells like a campfire outside. And thank you very much, Dark Elvin. Holy heck. 39 months in a row. I feel like you just resubbed 38 months. Where is this time going? How is... Oh, Sammy's got the hype train going already too. How is your weekend, friend? Mickey, good to see you today too. Mickey says it's 30 degrees there in the UK. Yeah, it's actually the Formula One race is at Silverstone this weekend. Looks like you guys are having some nice weather over there. And what did I miss here from Mr. EK? Wish I could buy garlic that hasn't sat in a grocery store for like ever. Or do you find it doesn't matter? Oh, it matters for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like there's been times where I buy like a fresh pack of garlic and it will start to go bad in a week. So it makes you wonder like how long has that been in the store?
Green stems come out of here. There's nothing.
Yeah, when the garlic starts to sprout, that's bad. This, you can't get any fresher than this. Like this is almost too fresh to even use, but I'm so intrigued by how this is gonna turn out. Is typically these stalks are like really, really long, like probably around there is where garlic usually grows to, and then you braid it all and hang it for a couple weeks to dry it out. Thank you, Sammy, and thank you, friends, for the level 2 on the hype train. We got Kaylee coming in with 25 bits as well. Hope you're doing good, Kaylee. And Annie with the 500 going towards the food truck fund. We are at 530,825 bits. And thanks to everyone who has contributed along the way. You watched the first chop jiggle? Alton's maniacal baskets last night. Chicken in a can. Oh, I hate that one. That's the one where it's like, I wish I would not ever be on that episode. Blood soup, an MRE, and for dessert, liver mush pudding and pickled garlic. Alton is so evil.
Samples away to see if asbestos.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you send it. Yeah, go check the Discord, Elvin. We got Annie's little progress pics in there. It's great. This is honestly the weirdest garlic I've ever worked with. It's nice though because the outside is so soft compared to how papery it usually is. Yum, Mickey. Barbecue spare ribs with sauce and rice. Can't really go wrong with that, right? First order of business, Annie. Hire a plumber to run the new copper lines from the main to the kitchen sink. They were that bad, hey? That you're just gonna replace the lines. The water pressure is low.
The smell in here from that garlic right now is pretty incredible.
Is that all you smell?
But like not pungent.
No, it's
Great.
it's like so sweet. Yeah. Old style as well. And another. Sam, how do you feel about this? Another Twitch food baby. Thank you so much, Old Style, for the 9 months. being a part of the kitchen crew. We have now created a Twitch food baby, spreading the deliciousness. I hope you're having a good weekend.
When I married you, I said I'd take care of you, not others.
Oh no, Mickey. You can fry an egg on the floor right now. It's so hot. When we had the heat wave rolling across here, there was people like putting a sheet pan on their dash in the car, and they cooked a pan of cookies. They were cooking eggs. It was crazy. Okay, that's a good little start to the pile. Except I think we need to still do more breaking down here. Move this all over. Thanks, Sammy. Whoa. Garlic smash.
That sounds like this. Listen. You didn't do that.
I'm the train. It should be, shouldn't it? We should totally make it a counter. Kate's Twitch food babies. Okay, so I just want to lift this up and show you what I'm looking at here. So you can see there's like this outer shell. So that is usually what gets dried. And holy heck, we got a raid as well. So this is usually dried and papery, right? And then we have the fresh clove underneath. So I think it's definitely wise to remove that layer because I think it won't really cook down if we leave it on. That would be a mistake. Blitz, how was your stream today? What did you get up to? And thank you for the raid. That would be a mistake. 4 Twitch babies in, Elvin, and just finished your first trimester on the 5th. So good.
Shit.
And thanks for the awesome new level 1 hype train emote too.
So the
Choo
first one's already 3 years old?
Yeah.
Or 2 years old? Oh God.
You were playing Warzone, Blitz? Was it fun? Did you do good? Okay, so all of the finished cloves will go over here. I wonder if the fresher garlic is gonna like burn. It shouldn't burn. Maybe just get more caramelized. It was a good stream. You got first or third place. Good job. I would say that's successful then. Yeah, see? So this is how you know that the garlic is getting older, is when it starts to go into like vegetation mode, which that's the typical thing that it would be doing. So it's trying to reproduce and create more garlic, but it also affects how it tastes. So you don't have to throw the whole clove, just peel at the part where it sprouts because it gets bitter. Okay, so the rest of these, I think I'll just use my paring knife. Do a little slit and then peel. Yeah, right, Mr. EK? If anything, maybe it'll just release a bit more moisture and almost make it like saucy. I wonder. I'm just gonna put those papery bits in because they're kind of flying around. And I'll keep going here. Yeah, not trying to reproduce. Mish is not in vegetation mode. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. Nice. Mish had friends over all day. And Mick Scuttlebutt. How's it going? You love garlic. The ones in the stores that come pre-peeled are bruised or sitting in citric acid. Yeah. That's why I said it's like I could have easily bought a big bag of pre-peeled cloves, but I don't like what they put on it to preserve the freshness of it. I think it really affects the flavor. So I would totally rather take the time to do this. And this is even slower than it would usually be. It's really not that strong in flavor. Or at least not in like the odor. I don't think I can just smash this open and peel it the same way. It's just too hard. But I think it was a good idea to kind of cut off the top to open it up. I think we're on a roll. And so the next step after we got all our garlic peeled is we'll lay it all down into the bottom of the baking pan. We'll be putting the chicken. Those ones are all peeled already, so that's a-okay. That was from the other day. Yes. And once we got the garlic down, we'll put some of our olive oil down next, just so the garlic doesn't stick or burn down there. Do I have to peel this one too? I think so. And we'll put the chicken down next, and then we'll season it up, and that can start to go in the Traeger. Then we can finish off the potatoes and the zucchini while that's roasting away. Did some strip steaks, Annie, on the Weber grill yesterday. It turned out very good. Good. That's always a good steak to grill up. It's not super expensive. Has a lot of flavor. Yeah, the Kate smash. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that mixed scuttlebutt. If I do buy pre-peeled, you just turn it into black garlic instead. So fancy. What up, Blondie? Welcome in, good sir. Currently in the midst of peeling this fresh garlic. Fresh Hutterite garlic. It's very like shiny and so compact looking. It almost looks fake. Speaking of black garlic, Bong says, check out Kate's pic of black garlic ramen. Oh, thank you. Thanks for that. That was seriously so good. I cannot wait to go back and try a different bowl of ramen from there. How many different ones were there? 6? 8?
I think 10.
10?
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's 5 chicken, 5 pork. There's still a couple vegetarian ones.
Yeah, right. Dr. Zachary, someone I love very much, who I might be married to, bought a jar of the pre-minced garlic in the terrible sour preservative. I accidentally left it out overnight and had to throw it away.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, man.
That's the worst, isn't it? When you accidentally throw out the bad stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shoot. Yeah, I'm going to be on for a bit, Dust. As you can see, this garlic is not going that quick. Probably enough time to run to the store and back, and I'll still be here. Same spot. Yeah, the black garlic ramen. So we went to a ramen place here. Is it pretty new, Sam? Like maybe open a year? Tokiwa? So Tokiwa Ramen, we met the owner when we stopped over in Jasper when we were driving over for the move. He said, go check out my ramen spot in Edmonton. So we said, okay. Absolutely amazing. No bad things to say about it. Do we have Garlic Fest in Canada? I think there's usually one in Edmonton. Yeah. It's put on typically by Sorrentinos, if I can remember. I've not been around here though for like the past, what, 6 years? So I'm not really sure if things have changed. But I know that there was one once upon a time. Yeah, Edmonton is actually known as the Festival City. And hi, Mike Sai. Welcome in, my dude. Yeah, you did hear it right. What's up, Sammy? Okay. We moved back to Edmonton, let's say. This is originally where Sam and myself met, working in restaurants together. And then we worked our way out to the West Coast, came back here because it just makes sense for business. And then also my brother and his partner are going to help us build out our mobile kitchen for the stream. Yeah, the metal bowl trick for peeling garlic, it actually works pretty good. Unfortunately, we could not use that trick on this today because it is just so fresh. Welcome in, Barracuda. How's it going? And yeah, typically we'd be cooking outside, Mike's side, but there is a bunch of wildfires running across the prairies right now, so it's advised to not be outside currently because of the air quality. So I just moved everything inside today. And hi, Lauren. How's it going? How are you feeling today? Okay, you know when you peel a lot of stuff and then your thumb hurts because it's like, oh, I just peeled so many pieces of garlic? That just happened. So spicy. Okay, I think 2 pans of this will be more than enough. And I suppose we should count the garlics as we add them in here, right? Garlic is life. You can roll pretty tight blends, mixed scuttlebutt. That's your, we'll waive your adoption fee then. You're feeling okay, Lauren, pushing to get out because the people watching your dog gave her to somebody else? What? To watch without you knowing? Okay, I would be pretty upset about that. Like, why not just say something? Feeling better today suddenly, but yeah, don't push it, right? Every day is different. Well, that's unfortunate. Elvin says, just scrolling up, between you and Sam, what food that the other loves that you don't care for? I know one. I love French onion soup. Like, really love it. Sam would never eat that. That's probably like one of the only ones. I don't know what else. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh, it's gonna be close. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. We have 37 cloves of garlic. We're 3 short. What happened, chat?
We used some on the other thing.
I know, I put the other 3 cloves into the mayo the other day. That's actually really weird that it was that perfect amount. It actually is, right, Elvin? It's so good. Okay, so spread this out nice and even because the garlic's gonna, or the chicken's gonna absorb all the garlic flavor as it cooks on top. And why don't we do this like one at a time? You're being bad to Annie, Elvin. It is a rare occurrence that the two of you get to be together, so please don't hold back. I love the shenanigans. Put the garlic in the mail? Okay, and the other thing I'm grabbing... Oh, okay, this works too. Is I think that my olive oil was in here. Yes. So actually, before we do the chicken down into there, make this nice and clean and streamlined, we're gonna pour a good amount of extra virgin olive oil into the pan. Hey, welcome back, Hybrid. How are you doing? And like, I do a healthy amount because like I said, if you have any extra oil and fat left over, it's just chicken and garlic infused and absolutely delicious. We just do a free pour, enough to coat the bottom of the pan, then everything's happy. What do you think? You're making garlic chicken with me? So I'm gonna spread all of these out into the pans. And then I'll go wash my hand and then we can season together. And then from there, we can turn on the Traeger and start cooking. Do it this way. There we go. So because it's a bone-in skin on chicken thigh, we definitely want to place it skin side up. That'll get nice and crispy. And I'm thinking we should be able to go 3 by 3, probably end up with 9 or 12 pieces in each pan. I'm excited that you're back. Yeah, welcome back. Hope everything's a-okay. And I'm not really worried about these pieces touching each other because they will shrink up once they start to cook. Let's see this one. I'll start with putting more into here first. She's loving it. Just guys, there's chicken out, okay? It's not your dinner. It's not. Okay, I'm glad I didn't put any more extra in the other pan because I think that looks great. Spread this out a bit more if you want. Keep those garlic cloves nestled underneath. Get rid of this. Okay, I'm gonna go wash up my digits. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Fragalot, welcome in. As well as Hasky Swim, here for the garlics. Yeah, as you can see, there's a few peeking out. Tasty thighs, tasty chimkin thighs too. Hi, Paloozer, hope you're doing well. Tray garlicking. Yeah, why is there 19 and not 20, right? And hi, caffeinated. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's season these up. Oh, I was like, as I walk by the Traeger outside, I'll light it. Did not happen. So I'm gonna dress these with some of our poultry spice today, which is equal parts salt and pepper, a little bit of paprika, which is the color there, and then granulated garlic and the poultry spice rub, which is typically sage, savory, thyme, and maybe something else in there for herbs. So all spices that go good with poultry. I think it'll be really delicious. Rather than just doing like a simple salt and pepper, right? Since I've made this a few times, once I make something, I like to then put my own spin on it. And we got a Liz in here. Hi, Liz.
Whoa, Liz and Elvin at the same time?
I know. No water left in New York City. 40 garlic cloves, DJ Beats. It's actually kind of sad today. We only ended up with 37. So we're only seasoning on the one side. So do a pretty generous amount, right? Because this is bone in. Make sure you season through. As well as the chicken skin. Could definitely use some seasoning just to cut through the fat. I'm excited to see how the paprika is going to be with this. I think it'll be really good. Okay, there's one pan, maybe a bit more on there. I mailed 3 of them. Yeah, so disappointed, right, Paloozer? Jeez, some people. All right, that is complete. Coldest shower is the best shower? Yep. Summertime, Liz, for sure. And yeah, that's the thing as well, Paloozer. It's good for your skin and hair too. The rumor with Liz of how everyone's wishing Annie a happy birthday, but actually yesterday was Scooter Beach's birthday, one of our mods. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly mute this and I'll go start the Traeger for us. I'll be back in like one moment. So these bake or roast at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Check it after, I usually check it after the first half hour, and then you can determine how much longer it needs to cook. But it should be about 1 hour. And then in that hour, the chicken skin gets crisp, nice and brown. And then the chicken gets so tender and juicy. It's just absolutely amazing. It's almost like a confit where it cooks in its own fat and the oil and just soaks up all of the garlicky flavor. Yeah, happy unbirthday. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. I have never heard of that either. Caffeinated. When you were a kid and there was a ton of rain and hail coming down, they used to call it a frog strangler. The more you know. Okay, so we're just gonna put this to the side while we wait for the Traeger to heat up. Right, Lazy? That's what we were just saying. Is it's gotta be the dark cloud rolling over top of us right now. It's quite hazy, which we're not really used to. Okay, how are we doing on our list? Also just gonna give the board a quick wipe. There's some seasoning biddies on there. There we go. Lazy, the eggplant and oil and stuff you picked up, however, there was only one tiramisu left and you took it. Yayer. Priorities, right? What's my least favorite thing to cook, Liz asks. I absolutely hate making sushi. I've made it, I think, once only before on stream, and then I was like, I'm not doing this again. I much more enjoy just being served sushi in its perfect form than struggling to make it, and it's not as delicious. Oh, soba noodles too, Annie. It's not that I don't like making them, though. It was just, like, not a fully successful time. We still have to redo that, though, don't we? Lazy. I thought of you, Sammy. That's nice.
I think of you every time I eat all my good food too.
Yeah. Okay. So chicken, we seasoned, we garliced it, and we oiled it. So now we just have to bake 350F for 1 hour, and we'll check it after the first half an hour. While we wait, we can get our stuff ready for the potatoes. So we can cut up some butter, we can chop up our dill and spring onion, the fresh herbs that are gonna be put onto the potatoes after they've been boiled. And then once the chicken's on, we'll get into the zucchini because the zucchini finishes on the Traeger with the chicken. And hopefully everything times out perfect. The bromance is real. I guess both of you have Norwegian in you, so yeah, it's pretty much a bromance. It's fair.
Double smash burgers are so hard to eat every day.
And hi, JK. Hello. So for anyone that's just popping in, we started the stream today by cutting up our potatoes into 1-inch cubes, seasoning with 3 pinches of salt, and just covering with cold water. So all we have to do is turn the burner on when the chicken goes on. Okay, here's the rest of our little produce bin that I get to work from. And now that you're here, Lazy, I get to shout you out for these beautiful little zookers that we're cooking up today. This is fresh from your garden, my dude. Thank you for that, and thanks for thinking of us. Okay, but before we get into that, let's get into some of our spring onion. I think I'll do those 3 small bunches, and I'll save this for something else. Maybe the crab cakes tomorrow. We'll need some of that. And then our dill. And then I think the parsley we'll do with the zucchini, the lemon, and the pepper will be really yummy. So the Traeger, I think, only takes about 10-15 minutes to heat up for us until we get the chicken on. Has anyone ever made the dill style potatoes that we're doing today? I did a bit of a different version. Did I do them before we left the island, Sam? Yeah. I did the creamy, like, Ukrainian version of the potatoes before we left the island. So just looking in here for some of the dirts. Just rub that off. But today is not going to be any whipping cream on the potatoes. Just a bit of butter, that's it. Whoa. Crazy stuff going on. And so all we're gonna do for our spring onion, because it's gonna get put in with the dill after the potatoes have been boiled, is we're just gonna thinly slice it. How do we like the Traeger? Absolutely love it, JK. We've been using it as a convection oven. We do our maple pepper bacon in there. So we do cold smoking. And we've also done a lot of like pork ribs on it. Done a ton of baking and stuff as well. And it's just so versatile. Absolutely love it. Happy that we did pick it up because I hear that they are hard to get your hands on now. Okay, that's all nice. I'll just put that in a small container and then we can keep it in the fridge nice and fresh. Do I cook a new recipe each day? I really try to, DJ Beats. Like this meal today, we've done the chicken before. I know for sure once, actually twice, we've done the 40 clove garlic chicken. So this will be my third time. But that doesn't often happen unless the dish is like really, really good. And maybe someone requests it, right? But yeah, I really do try and choose a different mixture of recipes each week. Just because it's nice to try new things and learn different stuff. That's why I really like when people join our Discord channel because there's 3.5 years worth of recipe links in the recipe section there. So you can literally scroll forever or just search for whatever you want. It's been really fun. I still have to make the master cook list of everything that we've cooked on stream. It's probably hundreds of items, right? Holy Annie, can't believe how expensive 12 gauge Romex wire was. Spent $160 for 100 feet. Is that the wiring for the kitchen? Look at this nice fresh dill from the farmer's market too. We'll just have to pick through a bit from the bottom. It got a little bit upset. Hello, Squigs. I'm here to perform quality assurance. Did anyone check to make sure there were exactly 40 cloves of garlic? Nobody answer that. Whoever answers that is banned. No, I'm just joking. Squigs, very unfortunate turn of events here. We ended up with 37, and I don't even know what to say, really. Okay, I'm just gonna pick the dill, all the nice green pieces. If it's kind of like funky looking, like that little part, we'll just leave that. Can go back to nature. It looks so good, hey Liz? It's usually something I always have in the fridge in the summer. You still have feta complaints, Mish? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it probably won't even taste like garlic, I know. Throw it out and start over. Sammy, you want to go check the Traeger?
Sure.
It's probably almost good. You triple the amount of garlic, Elvin, when you make this? So for my amount today, You would have used 117 cloves. But who's counting, right? Garlic dill mashed taters are your favorite? Yes. Yeah, like I said, well, if you overboil the potatoes for the way that I'm making it today, just turn it into mashed potato. Still delicious. Delicious. Question. When you were growing up, your mom always washed her chicken before cooking it. Is it okay to not wash it because of the heat killing off anything that's not okay? So, here's the thing about washing chicken. I don't think it's necessary if the chicken's fresh. The only time I've ever seen chicken being rinsed underwater is if it was kind of at the iffy stage. It's like, it's kind of got a smell, but I don't want to throw it out, right? And I think that's totally changed since the days when your mom was growing up, or when you were growing up and your mom was cooking. Is like things are done more sustainably now if you know where you're getting your food from, right? So yeah, that's the only time I've ever washed chicken. Or if you're butchering it yourself and you like nick some of the bones, sometime I wash the chicken just to get any fragments off that you wouldn't want to eat. This is a good spot. Yeah, you can park your butt there. It's a really good one. You get all the smells. Good girl. Sometimes they're a little grubby in the cavity. Yeah, that's a good one too. Hey, Paloozer. 40-piece feta with this chicken would be so good. And hi, Kanara. Happy Saturday.
It's definitely the quality assurance seat.
Yeah. Squeak says, I've never washed a chicken and I've made it 35 years in this world. We'll keep rolling the dice. Yeah. The current thinking is don't wash your chicken. That's the other thing, Bonk, is like bacteria loves moist surfaces. So washing your chicken could almost give you more bacteria than if you didn't. Wash your chicken with lemon and vinegar. I mean, that's pretty allowed, Liz. If you wash it with flavoring, that's a different scenario. And yeah, like Annie said, so if it's a whole chicken, sometimes there's like a little bit of offal bits or some bloody juices in the cavity. You can rinse it that way. But I guess to wrap up this conversation, I don't think you have to go through the hassle anymore. But if you're weirded out about chicken, rinse it off. Then you're just stuck drying it back off though, right? Yes. Oh my gosh. Someone on TikTok washing their wings with Clorox?
What?
That's why I hate TikTok, Liz. Let's just make that clear. Oh, Sammy, so the chicken is on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's set a timer then. We'll do 30 minutes to start on the timer. Hey Siri, 30-minute timer. Okay, so that'll go off for us when it's time to check the chicken. Let's finish up with our dill, and then I think we can maybe turn the potatoes on. So I'm just gonna group all this together and do a nice fine chop. You're kidding me, Bonk says. Wash your chicken with barbecue sauce. Nice, Squigs. Firing up the Traeger for pork shoulder al pastor taco meat. Yum. Yeah, you're welcome, Caffeinated. We always get so many good, or so much good feedback here from everyone, because lots of people do cooking at home. Sam, what are you doing? Please.
She was tucked in.
Now she's upset.
She moved.
I love it, Kanara. Yeah, fresh dill just goes with so many things. And well, if you have any like Polish or Ukrainian heritage, then you're kind of raised with it in your life. Pooch cam? Pooch
Perfect
cam.
on it is behind you. You're moving the table.
Okay.
There's no thunderstorm or nothing, just you moving it. No earthquake.
The insert lid, yeah. Okay, that's chopped up. Perfect. Are we all settled in now, Kanara? I would say for the most part. I mean, it sucks that either the heat or the wildfire smoke has kind of put a damper on us building the outdoor structure, but you got to take care of your body, right? You only get one. And luckily, we are really good with adapting to scenarios and with change. So we just brought all the stream inside today because it just feels weird to not be able to cook.
And still waiting on a response from the Amazon team to see how things work.
Yeah. Dill and cilantro, yeah, not together are like your favorite, right? Yeah, we picked up some really nice cilantro this week.
And really nice dill.
And really nice dill. Okay.
Powder aids as well.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put the lid on these herbs. The bottom is spring onion. The top is the chopped dill. And that's for the potatoes. Let's just keep it fresh in the fridge. Bring out some butter now. But before we get into the butter, I'm just going to do a quick wipe of our herb station. No cilantro for you, Mina. Yeah, it's a hereditary thing, so it's in your genetics. Whether you have the gene that makes cilantro taste like soap for you or not. It's kind of unfortunate that you don't really have a choice in the matter. Missed the part of the seasoning caffeinated? What are the spices on the chicken? So I just used our typical poultry rub that we make ourselves, which is equal parts salt and pepper, and then equal amounts smaller of the spice flavorings. So it was paprika, garlic, and a poultry spice blend. So the paprika will add nice color to the chicken. The garlic will go with the garlic, and then the herbs will go really nice with the chicken. And yeah, no worries, Kanara. That's totally it, right? You just gotta go with the flow sometimes. The universe has its own plan. Yeah, does it also make soap taste like cilantro? Who's gonna find this out for us? Everyone in your family hates cilantro and you're the one that loves it, Kanara? That's so unfortunate. Yeah, a genius. I'm loving the puns, friends. Okay, so our butter. I am using unsalted butter today. And we're just gonna cut some nubbies for the potatoes to dress them once they're done boiling. And if you look at the recipe that I linked today for the dill potatoes, you will read that they actually use sunflower oil for the potatoes. So apparently the sunflower oil, I think it's also cold pressed, has a really nice nutty flavor and a yellow hue, which makes the potatoes look amazing. But I like butter with potatoes, so that's what we're gonna do instead. Oh yeah, you didn't even know it was hereditary, whether you like cilantro or not? It's pretty cool, hey? Sam, look at how I'm cutting this butter. It actually just cuts. So all the butter on the island I was never able to cut it. It would just stick onto the knife
And crumble.
and like crumble. This is weird.
So they were using palm oil too.
Yeah. Yeah, the Canadian government got in trouble this year for adding palm oil into the butter.
Their diet.
So for that amount of potatoes, those 4 chunks, I'll do one more just in case I feel like we need it, but probably won't. And that way it's nice and thin. When we put it over the potato, it'll just melt right over because they'll still be warm. And then we could also leave this out right now at the room temp so it can warm up a little bit. Make melting even better. You gotta thread the needle, Elvin. Spicy sentence enhancers usually got Tabasco or soap. Yeah, that was more like your guys' generation compared to ours. But everyone grew up differently, right? Okay, so I'll put this away. And we'll just put a lid on that. Keep it nice and safe. The way she looks, right, Liz? It's the best. Yeah, you're so good. You're the best. Okay, next one. So going towards the list again. So potatoes, butter, dill, spring onion, check, check, check. So the only thing left on the potatoes is to boil them, which I think we're gonna turn it on and start. I'm gonna leave it just over on the side so that we can still use the cutting board to keep prepping the zucchini, the veg, on. And we'll go like 4.5 out of 5. Okay, let's get into the zucchini, I suppose. What do we got on our timer? 21 minutes until we check the chicken for the first time. Easy mode. Dad doesn't eat lamb, goat, rabbit, anything not beef or pork. Wow, Elvin. I know, I was gonna say, missing out. All of those are so good. Okay, back to the produce bin. It's zook time. With the lemon.
The chicken already smells
And the
good.
parsley. I bet. It's gonna make outside actually smell good.
And you get the wasps.
Okay, so before we get into the zucchini, let's just pick some of the parsley. Chop a pretty good amount of it so we don't have to get rid of any. Pick out any slimy pieces. There we go. Pick that off the stem. Annie, the amateur deuce. I got the produce. Liz is dying. I've never seen another stream on Twitch that's got puns as great as ours. And Dyson, nice. Nice one. That's that. Does So I think we'll do the same thing that we did for the herbs for the potatoes. So once this is chopped, we'll just put it into a container so it doesn't dry out. Boom. What can you use the stems for? You can either save them for a broth or a stock if you want. They don't have a ton of flavor, but you could use it for sure. Or what I have here, compost. Yep, put it in the compost bucket. Off to the home improvement store to get your new sink, Kanara. Exciting. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and thanks for popping by while you had the time. You'll also be getting a new sink eventually just for the brewery, Annie, or for the kitchen as well. Maybe you could get a deal if you get 2 new sinks.
Now he wants to do a sink for like the kitchen or like ours.
Yeah. So does this also mean that I can come and brew a Kate beer with Annie? Yes. I'm trying not to shake this. Okay. The thing is, if you go up and down, it's perfect. No rocking motions allowed. For the kitchen as well. Nice. Honestly, as far as sinks go, all I can say is usually the bigger the better. I find it's much easier to have a sink that's too big than one that is not big enough. Thanks for the follow, Rachel. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, nice one. Yeah, do a double sink and have the garbage disposal or garburator on the other side. I think the lemon with the zucchini is going to really help cut through the richness of the chicken. It's going to be good. Okay, good. Pop that into a container. Hi, Wilson. How are you doing? There's that. I'm just going to rinse off all of this. Ivan. Ivan. That's you, Elvin. I'll never forget that. Dark Ivan? You're doing good, Wilson. That's good to hear. Having an all right weekend. Okay, so once again, pop a lid on that. And so the parsley is just going to be sprinkled over the zucchini once it's been cooked. Chopped like my apron. Super fine. Thanks, Hefe. And it was parsley, not cilantro. Just got back from a nice ride around the lake. Nice. Were you on the lake or just driving around it? Yeah, Vune is at his in-laws. He popped by yesterday, Annie, and I gave him heck because he said he got burnt to a crisp on the beach. And I was like, do you not know what sunscreen is? And then he left because the internet was really bad, he said. Yeah, too good, right? Okay, Zookers. Just gonna go one end and the other end. These are grown by a fellow viewer and Twitch streamer, Lazy Losey. Shout out to that dude. Amazing human. Thanks for dropping these by. He's also asked if when all of his tomatoes are popping from the garden, if we can teach him how to can them this year. I think, do I need a quick rinse on this? I think he washed them already. They're pretty dang clean. I would assume so.
Lazy.
They're too clean to not be washed. Like, I can't, there's nothing on there. No, that's the thing. Okay, so just to match this size, right, it almost makes sense just to cut this in half. And then what we're gonna do is put it on the flat side. And then can you already see the juices coming out of the top here after cutting? So look how moist this is. Need to see if sun sugar tomatoes grow in the area. Cherry tomatoes are some of the easiest tomatoes to grow, Annie. They kind of grow anywhere, as long as you have a pretty good amount of sun. So for the zucchini, because we're gonna be going right on the grill grates, I think we'll chop it or slice it like what, 1/2 inch thickness, it looks like. And that way it's not gonna be too thin that it overcooks and gets mushy on us, but it's also not gonna be too thick that it just stays rock hard and doesn't cook through. I find it's really easy to grill zucchini sliced like this. And then you can always cut it, like we'll probably take it inside and then just cut it into little triangles afterwards. But this way it's not gonna fall through the grill grate or anything. You get really good char marks on the flat side. Might be able to sneak one more. Yeah. You always overcook the zucchini. It cooks so fast. I will say that. And it really is not that appetizing once it is overcooked. It's not the greatest. It kind of just goes mush, right? So if we keep the texture on the vegetable, I find it's much more delicious that way. I also like zucchini if you grill it and then just pop it back in the fridge. It's really good to munch on cold. I think the Italians do that for like an antipasto platter. Cold grilled veggies. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I think just to prep these for taking them outside to the Traeger, we'll just pop this onto a sheet pan. Oh yeah, I also forgot to say that we were all awoken this morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. by the biggest thunder boom ever. Like, whoa, I'm not used to that. I tried not to slant. I think only like one of these got slanted. If we look at this one, totally a bit off, but that's the only one. Just gotta go slow and controlled to get your cuts perfect, I would say. Okay. So chicken timer, 8 minutes still. What we're gonna do to draw out a little bit extra moisture in here is just a quick sprinkle of salt. And you'll see it only takes like seconds really for this to start looking wet. And then at the same time, the salt is also seasoning the vegetable a bit. But we can take a nice clean cloth or a towel and blot off the extra moisture. And then I'll probably turn it over, spread the other side with oil so it doesn't stick onto the grill. Salt and pepper that side as well, just a touch. And then afterwards it gets the fresh parsley and then the fresh lemon zest and juice to finish. Thank you, Dr. Zachary. This zucchini is from our friend's garden. I feel very spoiled to be able to use something like this. Yeah, we did need the rain, Annie. That's the thing. So I wasn't upset about the rain at all. It felt super good. We were also hoping that it would help to clear some of the smoke, but it actually didn't at all. Yeah, when the thunder shakes everything in the house, like it almost did. That one was nuts. Wrapped up some squash spears in prosciutto once. That would be delicious. Took some toothpick shenanigans to get it done. Yeah. Yeah, because the squash gets so wet, right? And then the prosciutto just kind of falls off. Yeah, we're making them cry, totally. Oh yeah, you've had a storm all afternoon, Paloozer? We love it too. So we used to live out on Vancouver Island on the west coast, and you don't actually get thunderstorms there, so it feels good to be back. Also, just looking at our potatoes here, they're starting to come up to a boil. I'm going to turn it all the way up to 5, but it looks like they're just about ready to simmer. We can work on our lemon zest and juice while we wait, and then that's really the last thing. Yeah, if you want to see the map of the smoke, what should we call it, patterns, check out the link that Sam just put there, firesmoke.ca. It even shows the fires down in the States as well. Not the smoke from the Cali fires. There's actually a bunch of fires that popped up further east in the prairies, and then it's coming over that way to us.
Yeah, like you can see the black clouds coming over.
Okay, come back in. And then I just have to grab a microplane or a zester. I guess we can use the juicer as well. And then one more small container. Yeah, have you ever tried Lulu lemon zest, Kate? I've never, Annie. Never, ever. So since this lemon is already cut open, I think we'll be able to zest whatever is left there. Also, if I hold this up, you should be able to see what I was talking about with the zucchini. So see how it's already kind of getting wet on the top there? A few minutes is all it took. A big 42,000, are you saying acre? Fire quill in Fairbanks in Alaska right now. Hey Dust, yeah, you made it back in time. How was your trip to the store? So just grabbing the fresh zest off the lemon before we finish juicing it. I think for this amount of zucchini today, like a teaspoon will be more than enough of the lemon zest. That's where all of your lemony flavor is and the essential oils. And then the lemon juice gives more acidic properties rather than the flavor. How are things, Sam?
Looking good. You have like 5 minutes left on your time?
Yeah.
Turn the change the arm.
Just that.
To the other side.
Give a taparoo. Thanks for saying that, Cracker Smasher. Man, I got a cheapo microplane and it sucked so bad. Buy good tools, fellow chefs. Yep, there's a reason why that is the brand that all chefs use. And I have to say, it's really not expensive to buy one of these for yourself. And I'm quite sure that I linked it in our blacksmith extension on the stream. Easy order off of Amazon. Okay, let's start with this piece of lemon, but first I'm gonna cut it in half, otherwise it's not gonna fit into the juicer. Hey Finn, yeah, your dog is looking very adorable today. She's been helping along all stream. Hope you're having a good day too. Yeah, buy good stuff. It lasts longer, right? Facts. Do I have any Amazon affiliate links? I do, Cracker Smash. Can easily make you some. One of the links that we have that people have been loving is the pans that we're using for the chicken today. They're called Lloyd pans. Originally purchased to make Detroit style pizzas in. And then we just started making all other things inside of the same pans, and they're the best thing ever. They're a bit pricey, but so worth it, like you said. Doesn't appear to be in the blacksmith? Okay. I think I just gotta make a doc or something with all of our affiliate links on it. That'll be the easiest. A Google Doc. So I think that is more than enough juice and zest to dress all of that once it's done. So let's pop that away. Pardon?
Discord doc.
A Discord doc? Like just make a section in Discord for it?
So you put it in the post.
Yeah, that would work. Okay, doing a quick little wipey here. Oh, what is Dust saying? Gold medal, what? Gold medal ribbon, vanilla and chocolate with the caramel swirl. Dust. Sounds too good. You and me are like totally ice cream fiends. A wire basket for grilling off Amazon. Good one, Annie. Yeah, those are always handy. Because then your veggies don't fall through. Finished wiping the rest of this. Look at that zucchini juice. It's like gelatinous. Oh, that's the chimkin timer. Sammy said it's already looking good. Pardon me? Okay, Sammy's gonna check the internal temperature on the chicken. Should be at the halfway point, might even be further than that right now. So we're gonna use our instant read thermometer, go right by the bone in the chicken thigh. You don't wanna cook chicken to more than like, I would say maximum 160 degrees Fahrenheit. We usually aim for closer to 145, 150, and then because the chicken has the bone in, it'll carry over cooking the last 10 to 15 degrees. Be perfectly juicy. Yeah, always bring snacks to your Cracker Smasher. It's such a cool map, hey Wilson? I really like the way that they did that smoke map. Because like I said, it also shows the states. We got a lot of viewership in the States. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we drew out too much moisture here. Just gonna use Haven't really used this towel much today, so it's not wet at all. It's just my clean hand wiping towel to dry off. Let's blot this. We'll blot this up and then we'll flip over the pieces. Oh, nice. It's done?
Good? Yes.
Okay.
Here you go.
So the reason that it goes longer though, Sam, is because it goes more like confit.
Okay, so what would you like to do from here? They're 150 degrees. You want to put them all into one container and cover it?
No.
Okay.
I've always just cooked it that way.
Okay. So
And
go
then
on.
let me just feel the garlic piece. Because even the garlic is still crunchy. So why don't we do 10 more minutes? And then we can start the zucchini. Yeah, it's not ready yet. It's true, bonk. Elvin, you got a Thermapen. Have it and love your thermopot, but there was an extremely rare manufacturer sale. Nice. Yeah, aren't those super expensive? Also, our tasty taters are finally up, so that's good. It's like the chicken can't be ready before the potatoes. This is madness, I tell ya. Girlfriend despaired why you have another instant read thermometer. If you know, you know, right? Okay, so let's just blot this. And then we'll rub it with some oil. Yeah, look at that. Didn't look like there was much moisture, but there was. Okay. I think that was smart that we did that. Interwebs issues, lazy. The worst. All right, so same oil that we used in the chicken today. We will, whoa, I was gonna say drizzle. Is that how I wanna do it? We're gonna be transferring these pieces off of the sheet pan, so I don't wanna waste any oil. This is what we're gonna do. I think I'm just gonna use my hands to like rub it on there. And then that will help the rest of the salt and pepper adhere. You have to salt again after the blotting. I would recommend it. Just because I only sprinkled a really scant amount of salt to draw out that moisture. So I think we could definitely do more to season the vegetable through. This works good too. Just pour a little puddle of oil in the corner of the sheet pan and then rub the zucchini in it. Cool. The same thing you can do as well with eggplant. If anyone ever cooks with eggplant, it's very similar in the way it's treated to zucchini. Okay, that should be enough for the rest of that. We'll do the back side of that as well. And that way there's no stickage. And then I'm rubbing it on just so we don't have too much oil because I find it likes to flare up on the grill and then it will make your veggies taste so weird. Kind of gassy, just not delicious. And yeah, like Bonk said, so it'll allow for really good browning. And you'll also notice that I didn't season the vegetables too early before cooking them either. Yeah, these are your Zooks, Lazy. Thank you so much, my dude, for this. They look absolutely like perfect. We'll let you know how they taste. so far it's looking very juicy. Juicy zooks. Okay, quick little rinse over here. The tomatoes will be full-fledged. I can't wait. Yeah, if you draw out too much moisture, you will have zucchini crisps. There is a limit. Just gonna do a quick little check here on our taters. See how they're cooking along. I want them cooked through, but not necessarily falling apart. Nor do we want them crunchy. Okay, so before I sprinkle salt, I'm gonna do the pepper first. I like the way that the pepper toasts up on the grill. Some people think that pepper burns on the grill, but I don't really think that happens. And especially not with how coarse this one is cracked. It'll just go more like toasty and nutty than anything. Purple, green, and yellow bush beans too. We love beans. I have a gardening section in Discord, Lazy, if you like to post your photos of your stuff as it grows. I will gladly live vicariously through our green thumbs while I do not have a garden. There's that. I know I said 10 more minutes on the chicken, but then I didn't set a timer, so I'm gonna do just another 5, and then we'll put the zucchini out. So while we wait, I'm just gonna take a really quick bathroom break. So hold tight, I'll be back in probably 2 minutes or so. I'm just gonna mute while I go away. And then we get to finish everything up. Nom. Okay, I'm back. We had a gearbox, man. Why did you bring Twitch up? For the resub?
Sorry.
Okay, I can take it away then? Okay, thank you. Okay, welcome in Gearbox Man, and thank you so much for the 5 months in a row. How is your weekend today? If we enjoy the Zooks, there is more where that came from. Isn't that the case always? Okay, I'm checking on our tasty taters one more time. They're probably pretty close to being done. Give it a little stir-y. Okay, so the knife is like just going through. I feel it with my hand. All I'm gonna do is turn that off and let the residual heat cook it for a couple minutes. And then those will be done and we'll strain them. And then we can melt our butter into there, kind of cook it together to get the potatoes glazed. And then right before we serve, we mix in the fresh chopped dill and spring onion. Okay, 45 seconds. That's for the zucchini. I think we'll dress this right now with the salt. That's all it's missing. And then we'll take the chicken off to rest. What do you think? We should tent it with foil?
I don't know, I was in
Maybe a little bit.
last one, so whatever you did last time worked great.
Probably tent it with just a little bit of foil to keep the heat in and obviously keep it warm. And then I think I'll crank up a little bit on the grill to like 400 for the zucchini. Otherwise, I don't think we'll really get any grill marks even on it. Annie, do you ever use chicken necks in stock? If so, do you strain your necks? Chicken necks are actually really good to use for stock or broth. Oh, yeah, the oversized straws. I think I just picked those up once upon a time, Dust Pirate, from like the dollar store or something. There's the same style straws like that the boba shops use, bubble tea. But I think I just got them at the dollar store. Nowhere fancy. Okay, let's sprinkle with salt. So we seasoned a little bit already just to draw some moisture out. And now we can finish the rest of the way. Remember, we can always add more salt after cooking, but we can't take it away. But I do find that zucchini takes quite a bit of salt to make it taste seasoned. Okay, I got my hot cloths here. Just gonna move this over for now. Not quite ready, so I'll go grab the chicken. I will bring also some trivets in with me to put the chicken onto. We'll take a look at it and then we'll tent it while we finish off the zucchini and the potatoes together. Okay, BRB. Okay, we're back. We're back. Hi, Kyle. What happened? I went and grabbed the chicken off of the Traeger. And this is what I'm noticing is, so the chicken is perfectly cooked. I don't think we want to cook that anymore. But, yeah, bonk. So the garlic is not really roasted. So here is what we use today though. So not dried garlic. It was fresh garlic from the farm is what they had the option of. So this is what I'm thinking. Just gonna commingle all the cloves, take them out, pour some of the oil out as well. Or maybe I'll just transfer all the chicken into one tray, put all the cloves and the oil into the other, and let them keep cooking while the zucchini is grilling. We need more. The stream is triveting. So I'm just gonna use some tongs to finish this up. Too fresh. Why would they sell that then? Why would they sell that without saying maybe it's not good for cooking? I don't know. These are the questions we have. Like it's there, bonk, but it's not quite there, you know? Like it's just getting soft, but that's not the flavor that we want. They tricked us. Does it at least taste a bit garlicky? It does?
Pardon?
Does it taste a bit garlicky?
It's not as good as the last one you made.
Oh. Those are the worst things to hear.
Probably the garlic's fault.
Okay, we'll blame the garlic. And then I'll try and get this so it doesn't make the bottom ones too soggy while it rests together. I think we can get really nice garlic flavor still. Because this just needs to get roasted, right? And then that'll give you the flavor you're looking for, Sam?
Maybe.
Or even the chicken's not the same.
I ate it cold last time, so maybe I'll have to wait till it cools down a bit.
Okay. Hang on to those. I know, it's good to be honest. Yeah, glad Misha's in here. She would be blaming Dust right now. It's okay, Dust, we got you. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna plan on doing. I might even just put the chicken back out on the grill. Like, is it good in confit or can it take longer?
No, it can go longer.
Okay.
You want to just pour? Yeah, just put that in like that.
Just like this?
Yeah, cover it.
Okay. I did. Well, that's funny you say that, Bonk, because there wasn't even enough stem on there to be able to braid. Because, yeah, I know that's typically the step that you would take, right? It does smell amazing, though. It does. Doesn't mean it's not delicious. It's just different than it was last time. Which is kind of fair because we didn't use the same ingredients. I love it too, Annie. Like, you should totally be able to joke around with your friends without them, like, getting upset at what you're saying. No egos allowed in the kitchen. Just gonna take this out to Sammy. I don't think my mic will cut out. Let's find out real quick. There's that stuff. you want me to put it on? Or you're waiting? Okay, I'm back. Did the mic work all the way, friends? Okay, so the next step we're gonna take is we're gonna strain the potatoes. Done with the trivets. This is my little straining station. Wonder how long my stove and fridge will be in the dining room. Because you just have to wait for the cabinets and everything to go back in, hey? Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. And then oh yeah, you might have to remediate. That's right, before you even get the cabinets in.
And that costs a lot of money.
Yeah. That is also true.
Yellow tongs, please.
Okay, so the next step for these, so we prepped up our butter slices earlier. So you can see these are like just cooked through, and if I hold this one up, the skin's like just starting to cook off of it. So now we're gonna take our butter slices and just nub it into there. Smart to do this as the potatoes are still hot because they will really absorb all of the butter. Won't just stay on the outside of them. And we'll mix this up, and then the starches will kind of thicken to make a glaze. And then right before we serve, just to keep the herbs really fresh and green, that's when we mix in the dill and the spring onion. Fry the potatoes with garlic. Well, I mean, we have the chicken with the garlic today, so trying to complement the flavor, not overpower the palate with that much garlic. But if you see the potato recipe that I linked today, is they do fry them with garlic. So I thought I would share that one, because yeah, why is that? That can't not be good. It's always an option. Just because I'm not doing it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. The green onions are raw, just thinly sliced. Oh yeah, if we ever need chives, Lazy, for sure, I'll let you know. Let's grab a spoon. We'll stir this up. Sometimes when I do this step, I also put it back on the heat just a little bit. And then the potatoes fall apart a bit more and get like really saucy and starchy. But I think I just want them nicely dressed with the butter and herbs today. So I'm just gonna leave that like that for this step. Clean off your spoon, and then we can just put the lid on and let that sit together, soak up the butter. It can stay warm on the burner while we wait. And what's going on in the Traeger right now, so I turned it up to, I think I did 435 degrees Fahrenheit. I didn't want to go all the way to 450. I thought maybe it would be too high.
I think you did 450.
Did I do that? Oh, I didn't think I did. Maybe I did though. Anywhere between 400 to 450 though is a good grilling temp, is it won't be too hot and it won't be too cold. We should get some nice grill marks on the zucchini. And then the chicken itself, I just tented with foil, and that's staying warm in there. And then hopefully the garlic cloves roast the rest of the way while the zucchini finishes. That's really it, friends. So I guess while we wait, got to get ready for plating. Get everything set up for that. We will cut up the zucchini when it comes back in. We have our lemon zest and juice fresh here. We can grab out our fresh herbs from the fridge. And so the zucchini, once it's been grilled, is gonna get tossed with the lemon zest and juice. And I think this is the chopped parsley. Yeah. That can go there. And then there's our dill, and then underneath is the sliced spring onion. Eric, you made like 2 pounds of pasta salad. May have went a bit overboard, but that's one of the best leftover things ever. Like, it'll stay for probably a week in your fridge if it lasts that long. You don't eat it quick. What kind of pasta salad did you make? Did you do like creamy version or more like Greek style? Yeah, like Annie said, it's also better the second day. And Paracad, thank you for the follow. Yeah, you can't really go overboard, can you? So zucchini, once we get it cut up after grilling, we'll just toss it in this bowl with the herb and lemon. I think I'll cut it up on a cutting board. Just so it doesn't make our wooden board super juicy. More mustard oil and balsamic for the vegans. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be super good. I saw all your veggies you used. So colorful and so much crunch. I've made this chicken before, and it's turned out better the previous times. So I think the garlic that we got from the market was too fresh to use for cooking, maybe.
Cover it last time?
I can't recall whether I covered it or not, but usually I don't cook stuff covered because I like the chicken skin to get browned. Could be wrong though. But it is absolutely delicious, Eric. Seriously, everyone needs to try this chicken recipe for themselves. Today we only use the bone-in skin-on chicken thighs, but Alton uses the whole chicken. And I think I've done that before too, and it's so, so good. No, you can't smell the chef's hands yet. Here, you should probably park your dog, but thank you. She's like, excuse me, you're in the way. Yeah, good girl. It was so good, dude. Yeah, how did we make this? I think I've done it once before with orecchiette pasta. And I think the last time we did it before this was with potatoes too. I mean, chicken and potatoes are so good. Yeah, Lazy, the tiramisu is terrible. Phew, I wouldn't want any anyways. Sammy is sad. Oh, that would be good, Annie. Steamed artichokes dipped in butter. A lot of people do not eat artichokes because I think they just don't know how to prepare them. It is a process, though, I will say that. You're making chicken, Quill, pasta salad, deviled eggs, and barbecue pulled pork for a birthday party tomorrow. Not only are you just bringing one thing, you're like literally bringing all of the foods. Good for you, Quill. That sounds great. And I love tiramisu dust. Just the thing is, Sammy asked Lazy to get 2 tiramisu. There was only one left on the shelf, so we're just pretending like we're not sad. We're just pretending, Dust. I heckin' love it, though. Okay, I'm gonna go peek on the things with Sam. A BRB. Oh, your son's birthday? Well, happy early birthday to your son then, Quill. Okay, we're almost there. We're just pulling off the first round of zucchini. They are perfectly cooked, even got some grill marks on. The garlic is roasting up super nice. And I'm thinking maybe 5 more minutes, maximum 10, before we plate up and eat. Boop Buffle, how are you doing today? Lazy. It wasn't a pretty one either, the tiramisu, which is why it was the only one. It was a mess, like it got dropped or something. Oh, that's hilarious. Ugly food needs love too, though, right? Annie, you feel right at home. It's just like when my students groan at my jokes in class. Okay, well, since we're almost there, I think I'm gonna herb up these potatoes that we're waiting on. They should have happily soaked up the rest of the butter. Let's see. Oh, nice. You had a frozen supermarket pizza today. Any specific kind? What kind of flavorings were on there? Yeah, that looks nice and buttered, I would say. Give it one more toss. That looks really good. Because once we add the herbs, we got to taste, and then it might need a little bit more salt and a touch of pepper. A 4 times cheese? Awesome. Can't go wrong with cheese pizza. Just had a top ramen palooza. Did I miss something? Mish. We might need more butter. Don't tell me out of potato. Holy, it's a Splinter cat. And Sam's gonna be so upset. Another Twitch food baby. Count them up, chat. Thanks so much, Splinter Cat. Yeah, first time popping in. New background scenery. And it's even really different because we can't even cook outside right now because of the fire smoke outside. So yeah, I rolled in my whole prep area inside. And it's been actually wonderful in here today. How are you doing out on the island? Okay, so luckily the potatoes are still warm enough that the butter will just keep melting in. But look it. These look so nice once it's tossed with the herbs. And that's why we always add the herbs at the end so they stay nice and green and bright. Otherwise, if you try to cook the potatoes with the herbs, they'll just turn brown and be sad. No sad herb potatoes. Okay, I'm grabbing a spoon to taste. That one right there. Just need some more salt and a little bit of pep. Otherwise, it's super, super good. Perfect amount of herbs. Just the right, like, hint of onion, but it's not strong on the palate. It's so yummy. It's one of my favorite things to make in the summer. Hot potato salad? Kind of, I guess, Big Zach. Not really, but sort of. Splinter, island life is pretty all right. Well, that's good. One of our deep thoughts the other morning It was like potato salad is almost more of like a breakfast item than like a dinner or lunchtime item. It's like if you think about a breakfast plate, it's got potatoes, eggs, and bacon on it usually. It's like potato salad is not that different than that. Just the eggs are turned into mayonnaise instead. I was like, you don't ever see someone just taking their breakfast plate though, chopping it up and then tossing it with mayo. It's like, that sounds terrible. But in another scenario, it's absolutely delicious. Okay, a couple sprinkles of pepper. Sammy's coming in. Okay, that had to have done it. It's gotta be good. Mm-hmm. Perfect. It's buttery. It's got this nice sweetness from the new potatoes. First of the season. I love the herbs in there. The dill and the spring onion totally complement each other. That's all you need. I don't think I would add anything else. It doesn't even need acid. So let's just keep that warm now. And I'm guessing that the zucchini is going to be coming in momentarily. So let's set up our little station here. We got to just cut it up into bite-sized pieces and then toss it with the lemon and the parsley. Potato salad, yeah, I still have some left over in the fridge actually that we got to eat up. Yeah, you have to let it sit for a while, it's true. Seafood City, Lazy. No, never been. First time that I'm hearing about it. Is that somewhere in Edmonton? OMG. Done with the olive oil. Can put my extra butter away while we're waiting. It's a fish market. I'm gonna have a really hard time buying fish though, after living on the coast for so long. I don't know. Oh, cool. It's a Filipino spot. It's massive. And hi, Helquin. How are you doing? If you want, you can just pop that right here if it fits. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And Annie, thank you very much for the 175 biddies. Yeah, you fixed it. And even 531,000. Thank you for that. You know we appreciate it. Every little bit counts. Okay, these zooks. Just want to pick it up for you guys. So that's how they turned out. Nice grill marks. I'm just going to stack these up. And like I said, we're going to cut them nice bite-sized pieces. And then if you see the texture of this, it's soft but not falling apart, which is key. Every time I hear someone say that they hate zucchini, it's usually because it's been overcooked and they got served mushy zucchini, which, yeah, is not very appetizing at all. Dust! Thank you for the 204 biddies. Yeah, is your OCD getting fired up? As well as Annie with the 96 Bit Wars. Let's go. You miss your grandma's zucchini? Like what she grew or how she cooked it? Oh, you haven't seen me streaming from here yet. I mean, this is the first time I've been streaming from this location inside the shop. But yeah, move was good. just inside right now because of the smoky air from some wildfires in the prairies. So we are taking care of our lungs and bodies this way, but still able to cook. Everyone's got to eat. Okay, I'm going to try one of these pieces. Mmm. Really good. They're really hot too. How did your grandma cook it? White Ferrari. And thank you, Bunk, for the 255. Sammy's starting the train up. Did they change how the bits go in chat? I'm loving this. It's like so sparkly. It's drawing my attention. Thank you, Dust, for the 127. Hey, you should get up on here with your dog butt. Yep. That's really good. And you don't necessarily have to cut your zucchini like how I'm cutting it. I just think it goes pretty quick this way. Thank you, Nanny Moo, for the biddies. Add into the hype train. You guys are crushing me right now. The heck? Has every stream this week that I've done been from a different spot?
Yeah.
No wonder I feel like I'm lost. I don't know where I am anymore. It's been really fun. FCB? The heck? Never even heard from this guy all day and just comes rolling in with 1,000 bits towards the food truck fund. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Sammy. He's the behind the scenes conductor. This is also the second hype train of the day, may I add. So thank you for crushing me with your love. We'll try and accept all of it. Try my best. And I'm also trying to do the zucchini pretty quickly so we can still eat it warm-ish. You're doing all right, FCB? There's that. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Okay, so we got our bowl with our spoon already set up. We have fresh lemon zest and juice here, ready to pour. We'll do a little bit at a time, right? Maybe like half of it. I'm just gonna toss that around to get it evenly coated. Smells really good too. And then we'll finish with some fresh chopped parsley. Thank you, Eric, for the 20 as well, my man. Leave the 5s alone. Yeah, Dyson, I just cut it down so it was easier to eat in the bite-sized pieces. Toss that up. And then I think we for sure need a little bit more salt. The piece that I tasted was not salty at all. And then if we look at how this is coating, it doesn't really have the nice sheen I'm looking for. Not quite. Maybe just a touch more olive oil. You get back on there. She's like, are we plating yet? Please. Been waiting all morning. Okay, now that looks perfect. So you almost make like a simple dressing with the lemon juice and olive oil to coat. I've never had zucchini like that before. It's really good. It's a good lemon too. It looks beautiful. Thank you. Okay, now we can plate. Sammy brought the chicken in. So let's just pop that up here. Get rid of the knife. I just played it in our old school enamel again. That works. Thank you, Bonk. Holy, up to 533,700? And we're already at a level 2? You just pour the garlic on? Yeah, you did. Sammy knows. Okay, look at this. Ready? Bit Wars. Yeah, may the bits be with you. Look at that. Okay, I think that looks way better than the first time we showed it. It needed a bit more love. What can we say? When you know, you know. So like if I take one of these little garlic cloves. That got there. That got good. It's got like almost a custardy texture, the garlic. It's very interesting. It totally coats your mouth. FCB, thank you for the 1,000. Bonk, thank you for the 77. It's better, yeah. We're blowing it. Okay. Still pretty rockin' hot. Good thing I kept my trivets inside. Try and slide that over and keep our plating area clear. What? Level 3? Oh, thank you. Toot, toot, toot. Oh no, Eric. One of your pepper plants finally sprouted a flower.
Yay!
And now it's storming though, so it might get broken off. No! Classic. Okay, first thing I'm gonna put on the plate is the potatoes. Always start with the starch. It's a good base layer. So our buttered dill potatoes with a little bit of spring onion as well. And it's as simple as that. I think that's a good amount to start. Can always go back for more. And now I'll pop the zucchini down. And I have to say, Lazy Losey grows a good zucchini. Thank you for your service, my dude. Is that his actual name? Now I know.
He told you that day.
Nope. Okay, next one. The chimkin. Oh, holy. Yeah, I can see how that's almost like falling apart now. I think I'll pop it onto there. One piece, and then this piece. I usually can't eat more than 2 chicken thighs anyways. And then I'll come in with a few of our tasty little garlic cloves. It's not just in there for like aromatics. You should definitely get that into your life. And then one other thing that I think will be delicious is just to take some of this infused oil, because there's some chicken fat into there as well now, to kind of garnish around. Oh my God, guys. I literally, like, I'm just paying attention to plating and I'm hearing this side and then look over. Caffeinated 1,000 bits. Thank you for that. We drizzle some of the oil over. Just kind of fill out the plate. It really got a nice color on it. I love the yellow. You can also just put it literally everywhere if you wanted. But I want to taste everything and the different components first. Okay, now it's your guys' turn.
Let's eat.
Brand's like, I just had a donair. It's So simple, but so good. You cannot go wrong with this plate. Total grandma cooking, by the way. What's your style of cooking, Kate? I cook like a grandma. There's nothing else to it. Now, quick photo. Would you garnish with anything else, chat? I don't think I would. Especially when you have fresh from the garden zucchini, first potatoes of the season, fresh spring onion and dill from the farmer's market, as well as the garlic. The only thing that really came from the store was the chicken. That's pretty amazing. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, Nike says. How is your Saturday, my dude? Thanks for stopping by as well. Yeah, it's garnished with garlic. Oof, that does look good. I'm in. Okay, we're still at a level 3 hype train. So before we start, and I get my hands messy, I'm gonna go and say thank you very much to everyone who contributed towards that. We got one more hype train emote again. Choo choo. I love how they're animal themed as well. Caffeinated, thank you both for all you do and for this great community, they say. I got a voice air bubble. Always appreciate all that I learn here. And so kind of everyone to teach and answer questions. I am grateful for all of you as well. Like I said, whether you just stop by to watch, feel free to contribute as well. I mean, what matters most to us is you spending as much time here as we put into the stream, right? So just thank you everyone for that. And I always say life happens, so if you're ever able to not be around, that's a-okay. Please don't feel bad about that, and don't feel like you have to apologize when you do come back. Yeah, didn't miss it all, hippie. Welcome, welcome, my dude. Yeah, choo choo. Okay, so a close-up. Look at the garlic oil just running around the plate. So the chicken we seasoned really simply with our own poultry spice rub, salt, pepper, a little bit of granulated garlic, paprika, and then poultry rub. And then you can see our roasted garlic in there. The chicken was just cooked with olive oil and the garlic cloves. Our potatoes, boiled simply in salted water and then dressed with butter, dill, scallion, finished with salt and pepper. Going around the plate. The zucchini, grown from lazy lowsy. And then we salted it first to draw out extra moisture, rubbed it with olive oil, put a bit more salt and pepper on. And then when it came off the grill, we dressed it with fresh lemon zest and juice and chopped parsley. Nom. I can't wait to get into that. Thank you. I would say, like, this plate altogether, even with all of the fats that we use, is still a really healthy dish. Huh? What? Oh, Sammy in the background. We're going to A&W. This is crap. Yeah, we'll nom on that. Bonk says $27.95 for that plate. I'm sure we could get away with it. Those are seriously my favorite potatoes ever. I don't know why I started tasting that because I already know how they taste. Let's try the chicken. The chicken is really hot?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. So I love to eat with my hands, and I love the way that the spice rub kind of browned up. The chicken skin didn't get super, super crisp, but I think that's okay because it totally helped to keep the meat moist as it roasted together, right? And then if we turn this over, you can see how it totally like separates into all of the little muscles to pull apart. I'm just going for one bite right here on the end. Mmm. Oh, look at the bite. Look at that. Should not be allowed. And we even say this is nowhere near as good as the first 2 times I made it.
I think we should have covered it on the trigger just because of the air movement inside of it, and then you would have created your steam. And the last little bit uncovered to get your skin crispy.
It also helps to use the proper garlic too. We did some things today that were different. And well, you don't know if you don't try.
The garlic's super good now though.
And I also like, there's like a bit of the smoky flavor from the Traeger just on the like outside of the chicken where it's kind of pink. Mmm. Is this a beer or wine kind of dinner? I honestly think you could go either way. How French are you feeling? Go with wine. Mmm. Put one of those in your face. Yeah, a Pilsner. Okay, I got a clove that I didn't peel.
I was gonna say this garlic is better cooked now than it was before.
Look at that. So imagine if we didn't peel all of the cloves. That's what would have happened on the outside of all of them. So good thing we took that extra step. Nice cold Heineken, Lazy says, and the chicken juice dripping down your beard.
Lazy, you need some?
We got a little bit extra, my dude, if you need a grubbin. Mmm. That's so yummy. And thank you, Liz. Yeah, that the garlic skin would have knocked a couple stars off the review bonk. Can't let that happen, right? I'm glad I got it as the chef. Oh, you got doubles and aloo this morning with lemon herb rice and paratha roti. Yum. Indian foods. Or Middle Eastern. You guys like the zucchini that way?
Yeah.
It's super refreshing. It's almost like a grilled zucchini salad now that it's cooled off. Annie, imagine living within 5 minutes of Kate and Sammy. It's a good thing a bunch of you don't live closer. Be so busy. We literally have like viewers that don't like each other. Because one viewer would like be able to get in on the meal and then it would get sold out and then the other person wouldn't get it. I hate you. Annie says he would be so fat. Okay, listen, we literally tried to fatten up our friends for a full year and it didn't happen. We even gave them double portions. Still didn't happen. Like, I'll laugh if Rando actually loses weight. Something's wrong. I'm really loving the zook dust. Usually the veggies are like the meh component of the plate, but it's so yummy. And well, dill potatoes are dill potatoes. Always good. Now the real question is though, there's probably about 2 cups of chicken garlic oil. What are we gonna make with that?
Eggs.
Oh.
So, big news.
Big news?
Yep. I'm going to be in Jasper for August, September, and October. So Caitlin's going to be here alone, doing the cooking show by herself. We had to go make some money. I got offered a job. I took the job, crush some work, make some money, build the truck.
Well, basically, your 3 months of work
Yeah.
is like the business loan to build the truck. It just makes sense. And it's also leading into our next opportunity, which is a commissary kitchen that is being built where Sam is going to be working. So he's getting in with the owners there, kind of solidifying our position. Oh, you could barely hear Sam. So yes, kind of solidifying our position there for the future. And that might be our commissary kitchen that's licensed where we'll be able to cook from. And yeah, it's nice that I know all the people that Sam is working with. I know that he'll be taking good care of there as well. And all we gotta do during the week while we stream, we always have to make sure that we pack one meal up for Sammy so that he has like at least 4 meals to eat while he's there from us. I know, 3 months, but at the same time, if we know how fast time goes by, it's gonna go so quick.
I've worked with all these people before. Caitlin knows them all. They're all friends of ours.
Yeah, I'll be okay, and I'll be safe here. My brother streams, so he'll be able to help me, and we'll be able to help each other. And yeah, I don't think anything is really going to change at all. Yeah, we'll miss you. I'll miss you, Sama. He's driving up there, and back or staying. He's going to come back for the 2 days a week, and he doesn't have to drive lazy. He can take, what is it, Sundog, the bus?
Sundog tours. They pick me up at the Fairmont here.
Okay, nice. No more man bear pig. Only for all of the days of the week. I guess we haven't solidified your days off yet, right? So that's the only thing we're waiting on.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not scared, chat. You shouldn't be either. We're ready for this. Yeah, we're ready for this. Only for a trimester. Exactly, Annie.
That's it.
And then we won't get heckled when we make more and more Twitch food babies. Sammy will never know. All right. One last bite. Just because, well, it's sitting there. And I'm hungry. So stoked for the truck? Yeah. Me too, Eric. I'm just waiting on my one utility bill, and then I can go switch my license, get the truck registered, insured, and then we'll go pick it up. Yeah, the following week. Are we gonna make lunch boxes? Totally. Totally, Buffalo Safari. This stack right here, Sammy's stack of plates that we gotta fill every week. Oh, for sure. Yeah, am I going to continue using the big green egg while Sammy is gone? Funny you ask, Annie. So it'll be kind of a switch up of positions. So Sam has taught me how to use the eggs. I'll be able to teach my brother how to use his egg. It'll be perfect. Yeah, meal planning, goodness. I'm actually not scared of the egg at all anymore. I really, really enjoy using it. It's almost, yeah, easier than using just a stovetop now.
The outside structure will be built as well.
And yeah, the other thing, so we'll be in our permanent space as well outside before Sam goes. So I'm not going to be having to literally switch my location of every stream. Yeah, we'll learn to live without him, I guess. Hey, Mish.
So fucking slow tap.
Astra Poo Bum will keep me company. Take Sammy's side of the bed. Annie, it's funny. We were shopping for steaks the other day. My buddy was eyeing the tomahawks, and I said, "You're wasting money paying for the bone." Yeah, I wonder where you got that idea. As much as they're good for presentation purposes, you're 100% right, Annie. It doesn't really make sense from a price point to buy the tomahawk. because yeah, you're paying for the bone because everything is priced by weight. Yeah, and we got Lazy. See, Lazy will be here for us too. Him and his lady.
Your brother and Finn will be around.
It'll be a-okay.
Little gold miners just up the
Yep,
street.
totally. This dog.
For dinner might show up and then you can make
Yeah. Yeah, Nike, it depends what bone. What's my favorite beef type? Like, are you saying favorite cut of beef? That is hard to decide. It's like, are we cooking a steak? Are we making a roast? What are we doing with it, Buffalo?
cut. What's your favorite cut?
I was gonna say, like, for versatility purposes, brisket is quite versatile, being that you can either cook it in its whole form or you can break it down to something else. Both are really delicious. But then you also have something like a ribeye, which you can cut into a steak, grill up like that, or you can cook it whole and do like a prime rib sliced, which both ways taste different. Like, all around beef is probably my favorite meat. I always just feel like it's such a treat to eat it. And if I'm being honest, like that chuck roast that we broke down the other day on Thursday to do the fresh ground chuck burgers from, that's been some of the best flavored beef I've had in a long, long time, considering it was well done, right? So favorite cut of beef, hard to pick. It totally depends on how we're preparing it, I would say. Do I have experience working with the beef Merlot cut? I have no idea what that is. Let me look it up. I'm reading it up. What exactly is the Merlot cut? It's a medial portion of the heel muscle of the meat round. Part above the shank and below the bottom round. Just tell customers when they come in that if they like flank steak, they would like the Merlot cut because it has the same shape, same thickness, and about the same size. But the Merlot cut has a finer grain than flank steak, so it has more tenderness that you can't get from the other cuts. So treat it just like a steak. It's funny you ask that, Lazy, because when we were in TNT the other day, I saw in one of their like end cases in the meat department, they had beef like heel for sale, and it kind of looked like a flank steak. So it's probably something very similar to what you're saying. I was like, I've never seen or cooked that before. Sounds really good though. I have lots of experience cooking flank steaks, so I would not be scared of that cut either. Nice, Eric. Yeah, you're a good plant dad, my dude. Went and rescued them, moved them in, because it's seriously storming. You don't want to go all that time and then have your plants wrecked from one storm. Tenderloin FCB. Tenderloin is always delicious. That is true, Annie. Yeah. Has anyone heard from Buff Bagwell lately? I know he sold his restaurant in the UK and then went traveling. Came back.
If anything.
We should check this out. And Gwenny, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You have a Merlot cut? Let's do something, and it's even dry aged? Okay. Bring it over and we'll put it on the egg. Yes. Okay, we're wrapping things up. I'm looking for someone to go raid. I would say that was a very successful stream. Just over 3 hours, and we made lots of tasty foods, a composed plate that goes great with wine or beer.
Let's go see Drunken Buddha. He's making steamed pork buns and custard
Oh,
buns.
he's not been on in a long time. I'm in.
Doing a charity, I think.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Buffalo. So we'll be back tomorrow. Yep, same time as always, 11 a.m. Pacific, and going down. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Let me grab this from the fridge.
Crab cake, Benny.
Crab cake, eggs Benedict. From that, not just any crab meat, straight from the claw. So we're not gonna do English muffins. This will be the base of the eggs Benedict, and we'll even be doing our hollandaise sauce by hand. So Sunday streams are usually more simple and easy and quick, about 2 hours for a length of time. Yes, Sammy.
Are we doing a hash brown with the crab cake?
We can do a hash brown. I have 4 more potatoes. That's it, though.
Yeah, so we can just do a boiled potato and then I can deep fry?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm in. Please, twist my arm more. Yeah, from the claw. Yeah, better eat before watching tomorrow. So 11 a.m. Pacific is when that's going to be going down. If you want to learn how to poach an egg, stop by. That's an important one, too. 2 hours is good on a Sunday. That's what I thought, Mish. Especially, yeah, for all of you European folks, you're definitely going to bed earlier. It's going to be tough.
Okay, everyone, you've been warned that we're making bennies. Please pre-order a benny for your breakfast.
Okay, I think I got this typed up good. Yes. So what was Drunken Buddha doing?
Custard buns and pork buns.
Oh, yum. Is Sammy doing dishes? Yep, he's been helping out. Weed passports. Lucky enough, we still have a dishwasher here, so it's really not too bad at all. Okay, I'm hitting this button and getting the raid set up. We are going to go visit a fellow food and drink streamer. His name is Drunken Buddha. And he is making up some tasty buns today. Sammy says he's got pork buns on the go as well as custard buns, which I am into. Would love to see how that's made. Other than that, thank you, friends, for destroying my heart today with the 2 crazy hype trains. Thank you for all of those biddies. 536,000 already going towards the food truck fund. Absolutely amazing. Welcome in as well all new subs to the channel. Feel free to pop into our Discord, Cook with Kate After Hours, where we all like to hang out, post our tasty creations, and just have general chats about life. All right. Stay safe, stay healthy, love you. Thank you for stopping by today for our amazing shop cook stream. Stayed safe out of the smoke, which was important. I'm gonna hit that button, friendos. Hope to see you tomorrow. If you need us at all, you know where to find us on Discord and Twitch. Okay, bye.